What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Bros.
What are we on, episode 17?
Episode 17, yeah.
So I was looking up some gaming related facts for the number 17.
Okay, cool.
I didn't find any, but I came across this list with the video games with the most sequels.
The most
So I don't think it's like actually sequels, but like appearances in games.
Okay.
And it's a pretty cool list. I don't know if you want to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. So at number 10 is Legend of Zelda, 30 games.
30 games. So
30
does that
games.
include like Link's crossbow training and all that stuff?
Yeah, I think it does. Donkey Kong at 32 games, which
32, really?
I think that includes like Smash.
Oh, so anytime Donkey Kong appears in a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Resident Evil 32.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Castlevania 35. Which okay, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Simon's also in Smash.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, there's been a ton of Castlevania games.
There were a lot on DS.
Yeah.
More than people remember.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dragon Quest 43 games.
Jesus, oh my god.
Pokemon is at 59, and that includes like all.
Yeah, Mystery Dungeon and
all the other ones. Final Fantasy, 80 games.
Is that number one?
No, it's not number one.
There's been a lot.
Somehow Sonic is at 82, or not 82, but 80 as well.
There's been a lot of Sonic games.
Yeah, Mega Man has 103.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then at number one is Mario with 119.
Jeez,
it's freaking crazy.
That is insane.
I don't know how accurate that list is, but
I wonder if it counts like remakes too. I would assume it adds it to the list.
Yeah, I think it would.
I mean,
120 games though.
Sonic seems weird, but I mean, I guess he's been in a lot of stuff too. So
is Sonic more loved than I think it?
No,
than I think it is.
No.
I mean, you have like your diehard fans though for Sonic.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been attached to Sonic or really had any love for him. I've played a few of the games, and I just think that's kind of like bad platforming in a way. And then all of like the 3D Sonic games have been pretty terrible. I guess the only thing great about Sonic is the Game Grumps is
their playthroughs of
those are fun.
It's a game about going fast, but it never allows you to go full speed.
Yeah, because I guess if you're really, really, really good at the game, you can kind of go fast. But there's so much stuff that kind of hinders you from doing so. It just kind of breaks up I don't know, just kind of ruins the gameplay for me.
I don't think anything is more annoying than going full speed and coming to an immediate stop and having to start again.
Yeah, it's
Sonic sucks.
Sonic sucks. Heard the movie was pretty decent though.
Yeah, I'll see it eventually.
Yeah, I'll catch it when it's on like Netflix or Hulu or something.
I mean, if anything, just to see Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
because I heard he was great in it. Yeah,
he's crazy.
Crazy guy, crazy boy. All right, well, I'm Nick.
Yeah, I am Harrison. We completely skipped over who we were in the beginning. Kind of jump right.
Welcome to our Sonic podcast.
Yeah, but welcome to the show, guys. Like we said before, episode 17 of the greatest gaming podcast of all time. It's official. Yep. It's in the wiki.
It's in the magazines.
It's in the magazines. The greatest unprofessional opinion of a couple gamers, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nick, how was your week this week?
It was pretty good. Work is dying down a little bit.
That's good.
So I'm getting my time back.
Yeah. No more super late days anymore.
Yeah. Well, if I have them now, I get to come home and then just get online and work from home. That's so fair. It's even then it's not terrible.
Yeah.
I've been playing some more Slay the Spire.
Cool.
I've gotten to the last boss like a few times now, and I can't beat it. I had a moment the other day where I was on the last boss, and I was trying to select one of my potions to use, and I accidentally pressed the end turn button.
Oh gosh.
And I hadn't played any cards yet, so I wasn't like blocking for the attacks that were coming. So I died. And I was so pissed. I fucking hate this game.
Yeah. I've had frustrating experiences like that where it was totally my fault. I'm just like, come on.
Yeah, I was so mad because it was just me rushing,
Yeah.
me rushing through it, me being impatient,
Mm-hmm.
and that caused me to like I lose that like hours worth of progress that I made.
Yeah. Yeah.
So no, but I've been playing a lot of that and kind of I've been trying to understand it more and kind of get the best builds
Mm-hmm.
to actually beat the final bosses. Because like when you go into the last act, you can see what the final boss is going to be. Because I think there
Yeah.
are 3 that you can face, but you
Mm-hmm.
can see it when you get to the 3rd act, so you can kind of prepare for it going into that final boss. So you have like that final act going into it. You can see the boss and kind of prep your deck
Okay.
accordingly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I've been trying to get better at that. But yesterday, I don't know if you've played or heard of this game before, but it's called Lonely Mountains Downhill.
No, I've never. No, I saw you put that on the show notes, and I was like, "What in the world is this game?"
So it's very simple in its premise. You're a mountain biker,
What are
and
you
it's like
What are you
it's a
playing it on?
Xbox.
Okay.
It's on Game Pass. So
Okay.
yeah,
It's on Game
um,
Pass.
it's on Game Pass.
Oh, you've
So
you've sparked my interest here.
I
Is
knew
it
that
like
would get you.
recent? Has it been recently added? 'Cause I don't think I've seen it on there.
I think so. It
Okay.
came out in October,
Okay.
so I think it was recently added. But the premise is super simple. You're a mountain biker, and you're going from the top of the mountain to the bottom. I think there are like a bunch of different trails that you can take.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a simple aesthetics. It's very polygonal, but it's also kind of gorgeous at the same time. It reminds me a lot of Link's Awakening,
Okay.
the remake for Link's Awakening,
Yeah.
where it almost looks like a diorama, like you're looking
Mm-hmm.
into a diorama. So it kind of looks like that, and super simple, but it's kind of physics based, and
Okay.
it's super funny. Like it's man, just like seeing your crashes are hilarious. But at first, like when you first get to a trail, you're just trying to get to the bottom, and you're going through these checkpoints.
Yeah.
And
Now,
then once you complete,
is it 2D or like 3D?
it's 3D.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's isometric. Like it's not just you're looking from behind the biker. It's like you're looking from above, and sometimes like you're looking at a different angle. So the controls can be weird because you're always trying to
Yeah.
kind of adjust to the angle. Um, but then after you like complete your initial run down the trail, you look at these objectives, like do it without taking or without falling 21 times, or do
Yeah.
it like less than 21 times, or do it like within a certain time limit. And it is so fun. Like I'm loving this game.
Is
I
it
think I'm
now?
having
Is it kind of like? Because it sounds like back in the day, like when we used to play like Burnout and
mhm.
like Skate, whenever you would try to like break your player's bone or whatever, it kind of like reminds me of something like that.
Yeah. Well, you're not trying to fall, but like
Yeah,
the falls you have are just they're
hilarious.
pretty funny. Yeah, they're hilarious. Um, what else
Is
do
it?
I want to say?
Now you said it wasn't first person, right? It's third person.
It's third person, but it's like over the top. Like you're
Okay.
not just looking from behind the shoulder of the
Okay.
person. It's kind of like you're looking down on the
Hmm.
biker almost. So like you're very rarely like looking from behind. But man, I've loved
Yeah,
it
I'm
so
gonna have to try
far.
that.
And you can unlock different bikes. And I just unlocked my second bike,
Hmm.
and it's crazy how different they feel. Like how different like each bike feels. Like the first one you start out with doesn't have great acceleration, doesn't have great was it
Hmm.
shock absorption.
So
But then
you
the
can
one
like do a jump and just like your bike just crashes.
yeah, or you just like freaking bounce off of your bike. But the one I just got has like extreme acceleration,
Oh gosh.
and it's so fun.
So when you crash, are you attached to your bike or can you come off of it?
You'll come off of it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so your body will just like limply like go off the side of a mountain, or you know fall against some rocks or what have you.
That's pretty awesome.
And it's just super cool because there are like a bunch of different routes you can take, and you're trying to get from A to B as fast as you can.
Hmm.
Like conceptually, but there are so many ways you can do it. So you could, I mean, you can kind of like try to game the system and just try to fling yourself to that checkpoint, and like,
Yeah.
like you're gonna like fall by the time you get there, but you get there. Or you can like try to do it strategically, or try to do it without falling as much.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways you can play. The replayability is super high.
Yeah,
That's for sure. Like I've been trying to get like top of the leaderboards for some of the like different checkpoints, and it's like it's pretty challenging, but it's fun.
Sounds cool. I'm gonna try that because
Yeah, you really need to play it. It reminds me of like kind of like Trials, but I mean I might just be saying that because it's another biking game, but
yeah. Well, that's when you first started talking. I thought that's why I asked if it was 2D because it kind of sounded like Trials, but I mean Trials with when you I don't know when you die. I mean it's frustrating, but the fact that you can just immediately get back into it, but usually the deaths aren't like funny, or I mean some of them can be kind of funny, but that's not really
yeah, I feel like they're
that
not.
game.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess imagine Trials, but 3D, and you're going downhill instead of uphill. Because Trials is normally you're trying to go uphill.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but super fun. Like
I'll definitely have to try it.
Absolutely love it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you've been playing?
No, that's it. I'm gonna try to finish it this week, or at least finish it before Ori comes out.
I know. I'm so ready. It comes out what, Tuesday? It's insane. Cannot wait. I'm gonna play that when I get home from work. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But yeah, my week was pretty good. It was my birthday on Thursday, so went out to dinner with the fam. And then we had planned on going to like it's called like Barbecue Beer and Bourbon Festival, and it's at the Panther Stadium, like right outside in the parking lot. So we went there with a couple of buddies, and one of our friends doesn't drink anymore. He quit about 2 years ago, but he still wanted to come. So he ended up being like our DD. So
Nice.
that was pretty cool. Because the initial plan was to go down there and get like a hotel or an Airbnb and kind of split it with everybody, but we decided just to come back home. And since he was going, we did that, and that was a lot of fun. I mean, they gave you like a little mini glass, and you just walked around to all the vendors and got free bourbon and like whiskey and beer and stuff, tons of craft beer, and they even had like rum too there as well.
Nice.
One of my friends made fun of me because we walked past one of the vendors, and it was it was for the claw, whatever.
like White Claw.
Yeah, he's like, I know you want to try it, and I was like, I'm ready to try it. It's like my brother bought a 12-pack or something at the beach last year. I was like, they're okay. And then we walked by, again. He's like, you want to get in line. I was like, I do. I kind of want to get some of that blackberry.
The blackberry is good.
They didn't have blackberry. They had like lime and strawberry, and I think mango maybe. So I tried the strawberry.
Mango's good.
Yeah, it was okay.
Did they come in cans, or is it like out of a?
So some vendors had their own like tap, their own keg there, but most of them just had cans, and they would just fill it up like almost to the top or whatever. And it's kind of like a little swig of beer, and I mean you could sip on it, whatever. But and usually it took about maybe 10 minutes or so in line, because I mean there's so many people there.
Right.
Some people were like, we walked in, and this one guy was like obliterated. And it was from like our tickets were from like 2 to 6, but if you bought the VIP, you came in at 12, so you got like an extra 2 hours and a couple other like little swag gift things or whatever.
Very nice.
So yeah, it was like 2:10 when we walked in, and he was just like stumbling, and it was funny. And then like another lady was stumbling. So I mean, I guess
get their money's worth.
Huh?
Getting their money's worth.
Yeah, I mean, because towards the end too, like after everyone kind of cleared out, I mean, you could just get back in line. There was a group of like 3 or 4 girls that just kept getting back in line for the White Claw. They were pretty toasted. So I mean, no one cut you off, and they didn't care that you had.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're there for,
Yeah. So I mean, I tried a bunch of like really really nice like IPAs and stuff. So that was a ton of fun. I've never been to like a a beer festival before, and then we got like some barbecue trays and stuff. So it was good.
Nice. How was the ride home?
I mean, like we really didn't get like we thought we would get a lot more drunk than we did, but just after like eating and stuff, and the fact that we weren't like just getting back in line every time.
Yeah.
So it kind of like slowed it down a little bit, but it was still really good times. And then rode home. Just about everybody took like a little bit of a nap. Just because I mean we were walking around and the weather was pretty good. It was a little chilly when you got in the shade, because it was like pretty windy, but it was like 55, so it wasn't. It was sunny, so it was a pretty nice day.
Nice.
And then when we got back, we one of my buddies, the one that drove, he's a Carolina fan, so we watched the Carolina Duke game last like 10-15 minutes of it.
Duke won, right?
Yeah, Duke won. And then we went to, I don't know if you've ever been there, Nick. Probably not, but it's Jake Billiards in Greensboro.
Is it? Wait, in Greensboro?
Yeah, it's like right. I know Diego goes all the time when he's down here, but it's right beside UNCG. But it's like a really cool, like they have like pool tables and tons of craft beer, food. They've even got like the giant Jenga blocks or whatever you can play.
Oh, these are fun.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. We went there with one of the other buddies. He had to go, but the rest of us went over to Jake's and got a little hammered.
Nice.
Yeah, one of my friends, he's like, we running up the tab tonight. He's like, it's your birthday, we're running it up.
So you ran it up.
Yeah. He was like, I was like, man, you want me to like buy a round or something? It's cool. He's like, nope, I got it. So, so we were taking shots of like Crown and stuff, and me and Brittany usually drink like Jim Beam Apple if we're taking shots, and they a lot of places don't carry it. So he was just getting like Crown and like having them put like a little bit of like apple pucker in there. So
you love shots, don't you?
Huh?
You love shots, don't you?
Yeah. That's what we do, man. Just take some shooties and
some pools.
Yeah. But so it was cool. It was definitely a good night. And then I came home and just kind of been chilling. So I haven't played like a lot of games in the latter half of the week, but I did play a little Halo, of course, Friday night.
Halo 5 or Halo
5, yeah. Halo 5. But I did try the Final Fantasy demo. Did you get a chance to play it?
I have not played it yet.
Okay, so yeah, they kind of dropped the Final Fantasy 7 demo on Monday, I think. I don't know if it was scheduled or not, but I read that it was out. So
is it on Xbox too, or is it just?
Yeah, it's on Xbox as well. No, it's just on PS4. Sorry.
Okay.
So I downloaded it, and it's I don't know, it's okay. I mean, the graphics are really, really nice. So the gameplay is kind of like Kingdom Hearts, if you're familiar with that. I haven't played Final Fantasy 15. So you can just attack with the buttons, and you can also pause the game as well to do spells and to do potions and to also use your other parties like members moves as well. So it's kind of like a blend of traditional JRPG, but with definitely more action. So it was pretty cool. The demo was about in 45 minutes to an hour. It was cool. I don't know if the demo like persuaded me, I guess, to play it, because it just didn't like blow me away. So, and I'm not a huge fan of like gameplay like that where it's action and you have to pause it to do stuff. But it was interesting. I'll definitely at least keep open mind about it when it comes out and kind of watch some videos and stuff. But
okay, that kind of sounds like the consensus that people had for the Final Fantasy 15 demo that came out.
Yeah, I really did not like that demo at all.
Yeah,
it was really weird, and just like, I don't know, like even moving around in the world, it just feels, it's not sluggish, but
for 7 or for 15?
For 7.
For 7.
It just feels weird, like
unresponsive or
just. I mean, if you've played Kingdom Hearts, it's kind of like that, where you just
floaty,
go very slow. Maybe, I don't know. It's really hard to explain.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Devil May Cry 5 is a lot like that too. where like you just don't feel like you should be going faster like when you're running around in the world than you do.
Okay.
I mean, there is a sprint button. It's just I don't know. It's very hard to explain.
I guess
If you end up playing it or trying it out, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a little difficult to explain. But yeah, it was. I mean, it's a gorgeous game. The blend of like action and pausing works well. I think. I just don't know if that's my kind of style of game.
Is it pretty
I
easy?
still, huh?
Is it pretty easy to navigate the menus, like when you do pause to
Oh
use
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. It's. I
quests and
mean,
stuff?
I think you press like the shoulder button and it pulls it up, and it's super simple. Like you
Okay.
don't have to really dive. Um, yeah, it was pretty simple to navigate. So that's a plus. But yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely keep an eye on it when it comes out. But like I said, I just don't know if it's kind of my style. I still do prefer like
Yeah,
the turn-based kind of stuff.
I think I do too, but I don't know. What was the last turn-based game I played aside from Slay the Spire? Pokemon, I guess.
Pokemon, yeah. What was that game? I still need to finish this game. It's on the Switch. Octopath Traveler is
I still haven't finished that one either.
yeah.
It's that one just kind of dragged on, I guess, or it got kind of boring.
Yeah, it's very slow. It's really 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 slow, and then
And it doesn't come together like you think it is going to.
yeah, and it's super like the difficulty spike, like it just kind of ramps up out of nowhere. Like the game's not hard, but it's I mean it's decent, but then all of a sudden it just like completely ramps up. So
Yeah,
I
I
think
do
that
love the gameplay though.
oh yeah, and it's beautiful too. The it's kind of like it almost seems like a diorama as well.
Yeah,
With it kind of being blurry in the background and like everything up front
is in focus, I
yeah
guess.
is in focus. Um, so I really do need to go back there and play that. Especially I want to see how it looks on the new TV we got as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Wait,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
sorry. Have you played Bravely Default? Bravely Default.
Yeah. So I guess I beat it.
You
There's like
beat.
a part in
Yeah,
like the
I know what you're
story where
saying.
like you go back in time or something, or no, I don't know. It's kind of
You have to go back and beat everything again.
yeah.
I quit there too.
Yeah.
I
But
was
it's
like,
really cool.
yeah,
I really like the you know, doubling up on moves, or you can choose to block or something. It was a really interesting way of doing like a turn-based game.
I'm pretty pumped for two.
Yeah. Uh, it's still confusing, like because they have like what is it, the Bravely
Second,
second layer or whatever
Bravely Second in layer is what they
in
call
layer
it.
some yeah, and then now yeah, it's super weird, but yeah,
I don't
it
know.
looks good.
I
It
think
looks
one of the best additions to that game, and like I think this should go across the board for all RPGs,
mm-hmm.
is the option to turn off random encounters.
Oh yeah,
Like that was a freaking blessing.
yeah.
To like getting out of dungeons.
And Final Fantasy it's not necessarily random counters. You don't see enemies. Well, I guess it is, but it's different. Like you're not just running around and all of a sudden something pops up, but you're also not seeing stuff in the real world.
So how does it
Well,
work?
but you just kind of you're running, and then like a mini cutscene will happen, and like enemies will come running up at you. So it's kind of I think I think it's more scripted than like
Okay.
random encounters, if that makes sense. Um,
Yeah.
so I don't know as far as like grinding and stuff. I don't know how that's gonna work, but maybe because it was just a specific level in the game, maybe that's why it was kind of um seemed like it was on purpose.
Hmm.
So I don't know what it's gonna look like for random encounters or anything like that, because I know Final Fantasy VII, the original, had random encounters.
I think yeah, it did.
So, but the story is kind of weird. I mean, it's an interesting time. I mean, because the original came back out, I think in like '99 or something.
Hmm.
But like the mission is like you're bombing a like corporate. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a corporate facility, and you're going in and pretty much like committing an act of terrorism. I mean,
What?
you're
Really?
blowing it up. Yeah, and and it seems like the corporation kind of like, I'm assuming they're evil, obviously, but they're doing this, but it just seems like they kind of own the world, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah, it's interesting. But
does that like have any similarity to not Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy X? Like, did Final Fantasy X have a weird story like that too?
Well, Final Fantasy X,
like, what kind
they
of
had like
stories?
Sin that came. It's like that giant like whale-looking monster that comes. He comes like every. I don't know. That story is so weird. He comes like every 10 years or something and destroy. I don't. It's very strange.
Because that almost sounds too normal for a Final Fantasy game. You know, like.
Mm-hmm. So you're talking about like as far as like the crazy, like the.
Yeah, like the normal craziness of Final Fantasy.
Well, and I don't know if there's gonna be like, because right now all I've fought is humans and like mechs. Like the final boss of the demo is like a giant like spider mech.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as like maybe monsters, I'm assuming that kind of stuff is in there.
Okay.
I mean, I've never played Final Fantasy VII, so I don't really know. But yeah, it seems like a little bit more grounded maybe than what you would think of as like a Final Fantasy game, and kind of like that story setting.
Gotcha.
So, but I mean, it may get weird after you get into it. So, just it looked good. It definitely looked good and played well for that style of game. It's just gonna be interesting to how they release the next episodes or what have you. I don't know.
That's just so unclear on
Because I
how it's
think
gonna work.
even like I was listening to the Bombcast last week, and they said they looked up like the description for Final Fantasy VII, and it says Final Fantasy VII remake. I mean, it says nothing to do with like you're only going to be playing in one spot and it's going to be broken up into 3 or 4 parts. Like it doesn't. It's not super clear. So if you're a gamer that doesn't really follow gaming news, but you game and you go to Walmart or Target or GameStop and you're like, hey, Final Fantasy VII remake's out. That's cool. Didn't know that was a thing. And then they buy it. And then all of a sudden they're
Stops
like
halfway through.
30 hours in and is like, what the heck? Because I think Midgar is where you stop. Like you
Like
play
once
only
you
in
leave
Midgar, and then once
Midgar.
you get out, I think that's where it like ends. So if you were like someone who doesn't follow it, you're like, what the heck is going on? And
Yeah.
tuned for part 2. Get your money ready because you're going to pay for it as well. They're just not clear on like if you're going to be paying for it or, I mean, I'm assuming you are. Is gamers going to be popping out $60 every time a new one comes out? It's just kind of weird.
They should really slap a part 1 on their cover art.
So I don't know. But yeah, that was the demo. It was cool. Still playing Hollow Knight. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Nice.
It's really frustrating though. Like there's been moments.
Yeah.
Because I mean, so it's easy to compare this and Ori. Ori's got its frustrating moments, but the save system, I mean, the fact that you can save wherever you want, plus you have like the little save spots or whatever where you can warp between. That's really cool. But yeah, Hollow Knight does not have anything like that. I mean, it
has like that train system.
Yeah, it's got like that. I don't want to call it a railway, but it's like that bug you jump onto, and it'll take you through a tunnel into like another spot. But those are like super few and far between that I've seen so far.
Right.
And yeah, and then the fact that they have like the geo system where that's like the currency in the world. And obviously if you die, you have like your little specter or ghost that stays in the spot where you die, and you go back to him. And if you kill him, you get all of your stuff back. But if you die on your way up to him, you lose everything. I did just get to the point where there's like the bank, and you can drop off your geo. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's a little frustrating, especially when you don't have a map for the area and then die. Like that really stinks. Love you. So yeah, it's a lot more frustrating, I think, than Ori is. But I'm still really, really enjoying it though.
It's like the good moments are really good, or the great moments are really great, and then you have just this really frustrating moments where you're, just trying to explore a new area and you're super deep into it, and you die, and suddenly you're back.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Just kind of all gone.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but I mean, it was designed that way. But I mean, it still controls super well. I mean, you're not quite as fast as you are in Ori. Like Ori, you can just zoom across that map if you really want to, and this one's a little bit slower. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it.
Nice.
I've just really found like a new love for these kind of games. I mean, it's between this and then a Bloodstained I've been playing a little bit more of, and I just got the double jump in that game. It's all the same.
Did it open it up?
Yeah, it's crazy. It started, it's with so Bloodstained is probably my least favorite out of the 3 I've played.
Okay.
The boss fights are really really good. They're hard, and you really have to, because there's like a sliding mechanic you have, like a back step. I also found out that there's like actual like moves you can do with weapons. I think I talked about that last week, maybe.
I don't think so.
But if you do some input on the controller, like a fighting game, you'll do some moves. They're kind of hard to do, honestly, and I haven't really done them too much because they are like weapon specific. But yeah, I mean, just going through the map and opening up the squares on the map, and there's also like a teleportation system in that game as well.
Nice.
So it's like the other two.
Man, you're getting your fix.
Yeah, so it's really cool. I mean, like I said, the boss fights are really fun. The enemies are super weak, actually. I don't really have any much difficulty getting through stuff. Which is cool, because once you start exploring and kind of like risk going out there and losing your progress, it can get kind of tense when you don't know when the next save spot is. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying Bloodstained. I'm definitely gonna finish it.
So what's making you like not enjoy it as much as Hollow Knight or Ori?
I just think so. I kind of want to go back to like the Final Fantasy controls. It's a little bit slower, and you just feel like you should be going a little faster than you are. So it's not as fun to go through the world. I mean, there's platforming in the game, but it's not quite as intense as Hollow Knight or Ori. So it's just not as fun, like going through the world and going through room to room.
Can you compare it to Dark Souls versus Sekiro in terms of like how fun it is to actually go around?
Yeah, because I mean, with Sekiro you got that
grappling
shot or grappling hook. So it's a little bit better as far as, I mean, they're two different style of games. But yeah, it's just more fun. I mean, if I had to compare those two, obviously going through the world of Sekiro versus Dark Souls is faster. You could still like get screwed over by an enemy if you make the wrong move, but generally, and with Sekiro, I mean, going to like a boss fight is pretty easy. I mean, you can like just
getting there
across that world, and it's not a huge deal. With Dark Souls, if you die and have to go through it, it's a little more frustrating, just because this might be
forever.
the 10th time you've gone down this road or whatever, and you have to kill some enemies just so you don't get screwed over. But yeah, it's still really really good, and I would definitely recommend it if you like these style of games. It's just a little bit slower than and obviously by design as well. It's slower than Hollow Knight, and it's probably maybe the only reason I'm having these thoughts is because I'm playing all these games at the same time. So it's it's really tough not to compare them.
Yeah. I mean
but it's really good. I would definitely recommend playing it.
So what's the next Metroidvania you're gonna play aside from Ori and the Will of the Wisps?
I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else out there right now.
What's that?
I'm looking at.
There's a game.
I don't know.
There's a game on Switch and PS4. It's like if you take Bloodborne and make it 2D. I can't remember. I have it.
Salt and Sanctuary?
Salt and Sanctuary.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, I've got it on my wish list. So anytime if it ever goes on sale, I'll probably pick it up.
Nice.
But I've seen some videos of that, and that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So, but yeah, that's what I've been playing. I'll probably play. I mean, I know Hollow Knight's super long, but I think I'm about 10 hours in, so I'm a good ways in, and Bloodstained I'm a couple hours in, so I'll definitely finish those two up alongside. I mean, I might put it on a pause whenever Ori comes out on Tuesday.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Oh yeah, I definitely will. And that I was watching. Was it Thursday night? I think. I told myself I wasn't going to do it, but I just wanted to see some videos of Ori too, and just all the new stuff they added to that game with the sword and all. It just looks.
I don't think I've watched a video. I'll have to. I need to after this.
Yeah,
this
I mean there's actual boss fights in the game now, not just like running away, kind of getting chased boss fights anymore. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I think they mentioned in the video that they heavily borrow systems from Hollow Knight as well.
Nice. That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Because I think there's currency now too. So I think that
they're putting everything in this game.
And there's side quests in the game as well. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. And apparently there's like a multiplayer kind of thing where it's one of those things where you do like a run through like a specific area of the game, and then like you're racing other people's like ghosts or shadows or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I mean that's adds a little bit more value to the game, I guess. I'll probably try it. I don't know how invested I'll get into that kind of thing. I've never been a huge fan of that stuff.
Yeah, there's kind of additional modes I never really get into. But
so yeah, that's what I've been playing, and ready for that Ori, and just
man, you haven't been this excited for a game in a while.
Yeah, I really haven't. Like one Dragon Ball. I was excited for Dragon Ball Z, but yeah, like I said before, Ori is like probably one of the best games I've ever played. Just everything about it is so much fun. It just controls well so beautifully, and like just getting those upgrades and stuff. It's perfectly paced. It's great. So, right. Ori 2. If it can, I don't know if it can live up to the hype of Ori, but I don't know. The stuff I'm seeing, it looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good. Wish it was coming to Switch, but
yeah, it'll probably come down the road.
Yeah, they have no reason to release it.
I think they just want to release it on the home console first, and then probably
makes sense.
Get her to the Switch here in a couple months. But yeah. So you want to go ahead and jump into the news?
Let's do it.
All right. So E3 is seems like everything nowadays is getting canceled for the coronavirus, which makes sense or whatever. But yeah, E3 is going. They're obviously keeping their eyes on what's going on, but they're pretty much full steam ahead. They're still planning everything like they normally would, which makes sense. It's not until June.
Yeah, it's still a ways away. Like
still a ways away. So there's still time for this thing to kind of die down a little bit. I think maybe once people realize that it's not as crazy as it seems, it's not something that's gonna kill you if you get it. So
yeah, not necessarily if you're.
So once like the hysteria calms down a little bit, maybe we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's interesting to follow for sure.
Kind of speaking on that a little bit, I went to Target the other day, just to get some random stuff, and I went and checked out the medicine section.
Was it cleared?
Completely cleared.
That's super crazy.
Yeah, every flu and cold medicine, it's all gone. And toilet paper was gone too for some freaking reason. I don't know why people need more toilet paper.
They're just stocking up so they don't have to leave.
It's like you should always have like a pretty steady supply of toilet paper. It's not like you're gonna run out within a week. It's
yeah, it's been crazy. Like I cannot find, and I haven't really been super searching, but I was just trying to find like some hand sanitizer. That's the best way to stop this kind of thing, is just keep wash your hands and try not to touch your face so much.
Yeah,
which is a hard thing to do, but as you touch your face, but
dude, I touch my face so much. I
don't realize it. Like I'll just be sitting at work and I'm just just whatever. It's a habit. Not really a habit. It's just kind of instinct, I guess. To do so. So when you're told not to, it's kind of like you maybe not do it more, but you just start to notice the fact that you're doing it. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there are even talks of like the Olympics being canceled as well. So I mean, that's pretty crazy. Um, South by Southwest was canceled as well. So just
another
of
kind of
events
major event.
that have been canceled. It seems, I mean, as far as like Facebook goes, it seems like it's kind of starting to slow down a bit. I don't know. I don't know what your judgment on it is, but it seems like it's kind of slowing down. It's
Like
just as far as like people
the
commenting.
hysteria.
Yeah, the hysteria.
Yeah, I'd say last week was bad
Yeah.
in terms of like people freaking out because it was.
Well, I mean, last week even my job had sent out like a kind of a memo or whatever of, you know, the concerns and stuff. But so, and then Kaylee's school sent out some stuff about it as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously you're going to want to warn people and give them heads up about what possibly could happen.
Yeah, I think for me and for like everyone else in DC, it'll be interesting this week because we just had our first case announced.
Yep.
So I'm sure on Monday I'm gonna get some emails.
Yeah, I'm sure they haven't already.
They did, but
Yeah.
they limited events to less than 100 people.
Yeah.
They just gave out some precautionary measures you can take, but we might have to work from home just at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I think that's probably. I mean, if you have the capability of working at home,
which I think everyone at my
yeah. I mean,
company
like
does.
with my job, and we have laptops, but not everybody has them. So
Right.
it's kind of interesting if something was to happen like that.
I feel like everybody should have them.
How they would go that route, I'm not really sure. Because I know like Los Angeles and a lot of cities in California. I don't know if the whole state of California is under an emergency, but there is like a state of emergency for like a couple cities.
I know New York is now under
So
a
that's
state of emergency.
yeah. So it's I mean it's pretty interesting. So I mean if they're really trying to, I mean there's still a lot of flights going on. So I mean that's kind of crazy.
Flights are really cheap right now too.
Yeah. And then so I mean yeah, I mean that might be the best situation for a company. Just like don't wait until someone in your office gets sick. Like go ahead and like be
Because if that
proactive
happens,
about it. And
yeah,
if you want people to work from home, like make them work from home. I mean, that's kind of the best way to handle this at this point. I mean, I mean, it's unless they completely shut down flights, it's gonna spread. I mean, there's no
getting around it.
Yeah, there's no really getting around it. So,
And same for like taking the metro in DC.
yeah,
It's like
that's like well, even
it's
at
gonna
like the
spread.
festival, people were making comments about the coronavirus. So,
Right.
everyone, people were there, so it's obviously people aren't like super duper worried, but
No.
it's interesting. Um, so I added this was one story earlier that I had read. So a Twitch streamer he's been suspended. Although the link I had didn't work. But anyways, he got suspended and he was live streaming on Twitch. He was intoxicated and he pulled out his weapon or his gun or whatever, his handgun, and he was just waving around being stupid, and he like pulled the trigger and there was ammo in it, and it shot off like his coffee can or something and like struck his like gaming monitor. So obviously Twitch has like a zero like firearms weapon
like zero tolerance.
Yeah, zero tolerance on that kind of stuff. So he was banned from Twitch. I don't know how long. And he was also kicked off his like gaming league. I hate that I don't have his name or anything or name of his league. I wish my link. I don't know why.
So is he like a pro?
Yeah, he's on like a gaming league or whatever.
Why the hell would you be waving around a gun if you're in a game? Like, I don't know. It's stupid.
So I mean, it really baffles my mind. Even going through like professional sports, right? So I mean, you made it, right? You're a famous Twitch streamer. You're a famous basketball player, football player, and you're making. I mean, you're doing what you love,
making a lot of money.
You don't have a side job or like your main job, and then you do this on the side. Like this is what you are doing. So even like, because there was a case last week, I think, I can't remember the NFL player's name, but he was caught with like, I don't know, like 20 pounds of marijuana or something like that. If you're making, and this is specifically for like sports, if you're making millions of dollars, I understand that as a drug, weed is not, I mean, it's been legalized in a ton of different states now. I know it's still not legal as far as like a substance that you can use in the NFL. So I understand that it's just a plant, and it's just, I mean, there's a different discussion for that. But if you're making millions of dollars and you're playing, why would you even risk smoking it? It just doesn't make sense. It makes zero sense. And then to have that much on you at one point, like,
why do you have so much?
Like, if you're selling it, dude, you're making millions of dollars. Why are you like? But anyways, going back to the Twitch streamer, I didn't end up finding the article. I was trying to rant a little bit so I could find it. But so yeah, the Twitch streamer is Soar Carl. Like I said, he fired his gun on a Twitch live stream. Let's see. I'm trying to see what team he was on.
Well, luckily no one was hurt.
Yeah, and he ended up doing like an apology video of, saying that he was intoxicated and he just was doing something really, really, really stupid. He did the video and stuff. But
he's permanently banned, right? And
he's not banned from Twitch. Well, he is banned for a little bit. But he has been kicked off his esports team.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know. He could have definitely messed up his esports career.
Yeah, over drinking and having a gun, which are a terrible combination to begin with.
It's not. It's probably like the worst combination.
Yeah.
Even people like, because some bars don't allow like weapons or anything, but there was this one guy that used to come in to Applebee's when I bartended, and he would come in there and he would get trashed. Like, he would just drink so much, and he'd always have like a gun clipped to his hip or whatever. I mean, you can have that, obviously. And I don't know, it just always made me just a little bit nervous, because like
what would happen if you got provoked?
Like, what if someone like came up to him and was like, "Hey man, that's a cool gun, let me see it," or just kind of like provoked him? Like, what would happen? It's just not a great combination.
Oh, man.
But yeah, people are dumb. They just don't make smart decisions sometimes. And like I said, he could have possibly screwed up his esports career. So who knows?
Hopefully he learned his lesson and taught other people at the same time. Like, good on Twitch for banning him. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, even like in his statement, he his esports team that let him go, he's like, I totally understand. They did the right thing. It was totally my fault, and it was just a stupid moment. But so it seems like he's understands.
Yeah.
There wasn't like he tried to fight for it or anything. But so last news article we got this week. So apparently earlier this week, there was like a story that came out that the safe rooms in Resident Evil were no longer safe.
In Resident Evil 3?
For 3, yeah.
For 3.
So Nemesis could come in and bust down the door and kill you. So that was like, and a lot of people were like a little bit upset, because I mean, obviously it's Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Like, you're going to be stalked the whole game.
Yeah.
I think people are just a little bit upset, because you need some sort of...
You need a breather.
Safe point. You need a breather. You don't always want to have to be looking behind your back. And I think that's what people were super worried about. But it came out today, or I think Friday, that safe rooms are still completely 100% safe, but there are points in the game where you can save, like using a typewriter, that isn't necessarily a safe room. So you can save, and then Nemesis attack you or something like that.
Oh, I would hate to get stuck.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So that's what they kind of clarified.
Okay.
So,
Man.
and it'll be marked. They said that the music will be different when you know that it's a proper safe room.
Gotcha.
So it's
And
yeah. Do what?
that reminds me of Resident Evil 2 when
Yeah,
what's the guy's name? He would just wait, what was Mr. X?
Mr.
He would
X.
just come and stand in the doorway and just look
Yeah,
at
it was a
you.
little weird. Like when he chased you, and he would just stand there, and then he'd
Yeah.
just walk away. But yeah, at least we know that there's proper safe rooms because like you said, man, you just need a breather. Just an untense moment where you can kind of collect your items and.
Like when you hear that music, it's
Mhm.
I think they have like similar music in every Resident Evil when you get to a save room.
It's like a quiet, like I think it's piano or something, a very
Yeah, yeah.
light piano. So I think they're gonna have something like that as well. But yeah,
I know.
that does make me a little worried with like saving, and then all of a sudden maybe you get attacked by Nemesis, and I don't
Mhm.
know. I mean, it seems like there's a dodge mechanic, so I mean, it seems like it might be a little easier to.
Well, I guess they had something like that in 2 because the main I guess the main lobby of the police station had
Yeah,
that typewriter that you could save at, but Mr.
yeah,
X could come in that area.
yeah. He definitely could.
So
Yeah, I think I actually stopped using the typewriter once he came in.
it's like nope.
I'm not saving here because I might get screwed.
Mhm.
But that's I do like the fact that they still have the safe rooms and you're 100% safe.
Nice.
Um, that's the last. It was a bit of a slow
Yeah,
news.
it was pretty slow. It's kind of been just all coronavirus talk
Yeah, yeah.
over the
Unfortunately,
past few weeks.
yeah, and it's like I mean, it's kind of interesting because I mean, I don't know if stuff has been put on delay as far as like s- studios making announcements and stuff like that because they don't want to like get it buried within all the
Right.
coronavirus stuff. But
I think that might be the case for Nintendo. Just I mean they're headquartered in Japan.
yeah,
Japan's kind of getting it rough.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I think
that
it's
could be
a little bit better now, but
yeah, that could be an issue, but maybe they'll let us wait till do like a direct or something until after Animal Crossing comes out.
mhm.
But you do want to take a quick little break here and then jump into the music?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right, so yeah, we were back with another guess that song
Mhm.
segment. We've really enjoyed doing it, so I think we'll probably be doing this for a little while and taking over like the topic of the week until we start getting some emails and stuff in that we can kind of break it up with that. But
Mhm.
I think Nick, I think you started last week. Let me start this week.
Okay.
So let's see. Which
I'm
one do
ready.
let's start off with maybe like a little bit of an easier one here.
Hey, I always like the easy ones.
Get my microphone adjusted here.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
So
You got that fast.
I know this because I also had Shovel Knight for this week.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Do you have the same theme?
I think so.
Dang.
Damn. Well, I knew that would happen eventually. I just
Yeah. Of course.
all right. Well, let me play mine then. Let me see if I can. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Turn it up a little bit.
Turn up.
Yeah.
Let me play you another theme from it.
Restart it real quick because I missed like that.
Okay.
Gosh, that sounds super familiar.
Can you hear it all right?
Yeah.
I feel like the beginning should be pretty telling.
I mean, it kind of sounds like Zelda. Is it Ocarina of Time?
No, not Ocarina of Time. Well, I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
It's not a sequel to one of the games, but it's highly, highly influenced. No, I'd call it a sequel. But it also kind of uses the same world, but changes it a little bit.
Master Quest?
No.
It's not Zelda, is it?
It is Zelda.
Okay. It's a Link Between Worlds.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds super familiar. I was like, it's kind of got like that 16-bit chime to it or whatever, 8-bit chime. Okay, cool. Oh man, I forgot about A Link Between Worlds. That game was really good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, even like the what's the mechanic where you get on the wall or whatever?
The wall riding. I don't know.
Yeah, that was a really cool mechanic that could have been bad, but it turned out really awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Visit that one out. All right, this one, I can't remember if you played this game or not, but we'll see.
Well,
can you hear it?
Yeah. Shadow of the Colossus?
No.
Very like it sounds pretty familiar. Give me a little hint.
Okay.
It's already used, I guess.
It's my favorite game in the series, the long-running series.
So long-running series, we have like Uncharted, Gears, Halo.
A very long-running series.
Tomb Raider?
One of the games that you mentioned at the top of the show, in like the top 10 of.
Oh no. What could? It's one of your favorite games.
Well, it's
in that series.
In that series, yeah.
Oh, is it Final Fantasy?
Yeah.
10.
Yep.
Okay. I haven't played 10, but.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had it or not. I couldn't remember.
Well, I might have played like the first few hours.
Okay. Yeah, that song isn't until like halfway through the game. It's not like the main theme.
Oh, damn it.
But it's one of my favorite themes.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
All right, let me give you my next one. Hopefully this one, I don't think this one's Shovel Knight, but we'll see. I feel like you'd know it.
It's Spirit Tracks.
No.
No?
No.
Dang.
You're thinking too far back.
It's recent?
It's actually, yeah, it recently came to Switch. It recently isn't like within the past like 2 years.
Is
it started over?
Is it oh gosh. Is it Octopath?
No.
No.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah, give me a hint.
The game was influenced by kind of like a mini game in another game.
What? Influenced by a mini game?
Yeah, like the entire.
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
There it is.
I've never played that.
You never played it? Oh
Well,
man,
I played the demo. I think.
I thought you played the whole thing.
I think I borrowed it from you, but I think I gave it back. Because that's
oh man.
Yeah, but
We're
no,
doing terrible this week.
No, that main thing though was that was spot on. I do because I remember that from somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I've played it if I played because I played all of them in Super Mario World or whatever. What's it called?
3D World.
3D World, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have heard that thing anyways. But yeah, that was that's a really I do really want to play that game.
Yeah, it's really good.
I was thinking about. I think it's on sale right now for Switch.
What is it? It's normally $40, right? Now it's.
I think it's normally 50, and I think it's 40 now, maybe.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's worth it yet.
All right, we'll do this one next.
It's very grand.
Mm-hmm. It's a grand game.
It's like it's an RPG of some sort. I'm right, aren't I? No? What?
Nope.
Wait, can you turn it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, melancholy.
This one might be a little bit harder than I thought it was going to
be. Sounds nice. I can't even think of it. I really like it, but Ori?
Huh?
Ori?
Yeah, kind of sounds like Ori a little bit. You want a hand?
Right. Yeah, give me a hand.
So it's a video game series with multiple sequels, and it's kind of like an action adventure game with a lot of climbing.
Like Assassin's Creed?
Mm-hmm.
Action adventure with a lot of climbing?
Well, maybe not adventure, more like action, because it's pretty set levels.
Mirror's Edge.
No, I think that's a good one though.
All right, what is it? What is it?
It's Uncharted 4.
Oh, okay. Oh man, yeah, a lot of climbing. Should have gave that away. Dang it. That fits perfectly then.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly like Uncharted. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. All right, let me see what this one is. Oh, nope, that's Shovel Knight.
Oh, shit.
Can't remember what this last one was. Ah, here we go. Okay. I don't know if you're gonna get this one.
No. Definitely sounds like a Nintendo game, like.
Yeah.
Maybe like Donkey Kong?
No, not Donkey Kong.
No.
You want a hint?
Yeah, let's take a hint.
So this might be a far-fetched hint, but if you understand, you're gonna get it.
Okay.
But this game would have been absolutely perfect on the Wii U.
Perfect on the Wii.
And it originally came out on the Nintendo 64. But it would have been perfect. It would have been picture perfect.
Pokemon Snap. I'm still amazed that they have not made a second one of those. or like a remaster of the first one or something.
Yeah.
Because like that game is so beloved, like it's good. Like it's one of those really great games that without having the internet back then, you couldn't look stuff up. So it was just kind of like really hard to try to
figure out what was going on.
which was really cool.
I played it. I think I played it again freshman year of college.
Okay.
And it's a pretty short game. Like it's not that long.
No, yeah, that's what I've heard.
If you know what to do.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. Like
yeah, that game is great. I got a feeling that they might do something this year with it or announce something, but I don't know. That game was quite good. Yeah. All right, let me do my last one.
All right.
I don't know if you're gonna get this one. This one I think might be the hardest, but we'll see.
Man, there's a stark difference between the ones I'm giving and the ones that you're giving.
Mine are like very grandiose.
Yeah, mine are very boppy. Wait, turn it up a little bit.
If you don't get this one,
it sounds pretty freaky. It's almost. It's a horror game, right?
Yeah, it is. I would say it is.
Okay. Is it Outlast?
No. I've never actually. Well, I've played a little bit of Outlast, but
okay.
I never finished it.
Piano's strong. Give me a little hint.
Okay. Let me.
Man.
I'm gonna switch it up here.
Okay.
Let's see. It's a little bit better. Before I give you the hint.
Okay.
This might be a little bit easier.
I hate it.
One of like the creepier moments of the game.
The Evil Within?
No. So it's a zombie game, and it's co-op.
Left 4 Dead.
Yep.
Oh, is this with the witch?
Yeah, that one was the witch theme.
Yeah. Man, that game was pretty freaky.
Yeah, it was definitely really, really intense.
Also, where's Left 4 Dead 3?
Valve doesn't really make games like that anymore. Yeah.
Although
I've been watching some videos of Half-Life Alyx, and it looks really, really good for VR.
Really?
Yep.
I need to check it out.
They dropped 3 videos this week, kind of showing like the different gameplay styles, because you can do like traditional with a controller or whatever, or I don't know if you can use a controller with the index. Yeah, I guess they have like the thumbstick stuff you can use.
Okay.
But they also got like the blip mode or whatever, where you kind of like warp.
Yeah. Okay.
And they've also
kind of like Doom has.
Huh?
Doom has that too.
Really? And then they've also got like the mode where you can kind of look down and you can control where exactly you're going to land next, but you're still warping.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think I would like that style. And when the first video I saw was that, I was like, I don't know if I'd ever want to play this. But then it turned out to be like just one of the styles of play. So that's pretty cool. They got like plenty of options.
Yeah. But you can move around just like you can in.
Yeah, you can move around freely like you can.
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good they had that option.
Yeah, which is real cool. But yeah, that is going to do the show, man. We came along our first repeat with Shovel Knight.
What a bummer. Yeah, I didn't do too well this episode.
Well, it's like once you get that first hint, if it's like a decent hint, you can kind of
go from there.
You usually figure it out. So
yeah.
But yeah, thank you for everyone watching and listening. We do appreciate it. You can send emails over to gamingwiththebros@yahoo.com. That is gamingwiththebros at yahoo.com. Send us emails, please. We do want to. please. We
don't want to say we're desperate, but
we're desperate. It was 17 episodes. We're desperate. Just send us some stuff, or if you watch the video on YouTube or something, just chat in the comments and kind of give us some ideas of stuff to talk about. If there's any questions you guys have or anything like that, we would much appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we can hopefully add like an email segment to the show as well. So that would be, and then you can also send us your music too, and we'll try to
send us your hot takes.
Yeah. So yeah, a little bit of a slow news week this week, but yeah, I think just with the coronavirus stuff, it's probably heavily affecting.
It's probably a little
dampened
down right now.
Hopefully, hopefully the coronavirus stuff slows down and we can kind of get it under control, if that's possible, and everything kind of gets back to normal. We'll start getting a little bit more new stuff, but yeah, I mean we got some games coming out. We got Ori coming out. We've got Animal Crossing coming out on the 20th with Doom Eternal is coming out, and then after that, Resident Evil 3 is coming out. So we're starting to ramp up because it's been kind of a dry couple months as far as like game releases go.
But it's kind of been good though. It's given us a chance to catch up.
Oh yeah, I've loved that. I've loved being able to like games. catch up with some stuff. So yeah, I mean, look forward to us talking about kind of the newer stuff. I'm super excited.
Next week is going to be a big Ori week for sure.
Yes, it's going to be exclusively talk about Ori. Not really, but it's going to be a big chunk of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're both huge fans of the original. So, but yeah, like I mentioned before, I do publish this podcast on YouTube on every Tuesday. So if you prefer like video over audio, there's that option.
If you want to see our faces.
Yeah, of course. Check it out. Beautiful faces.
Yeah.
But yeah, we record every Sunday. Usually at 8:30. We're sometimes a little bit late.
Normally a little bit later.
Yeah, normally about 8:40 is when we get there.
But be there at 8:30.
Be there at 8:30, and then obviously we stream on Twitch as well, same time on Sundays. So there's plenty of options for you to watch the video. And if you catch us on Twitch and chat in the comment or whatever, we'll definitely answer them and maybe incorporate that into like the email segment or something at some point. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, just appreciate everyone that's been down. I think we're almost at like 200 downloads, which is pretty crazy.
We're getting close.
Last time check, we're like 194 or something.
We're almost there.
So I mean, I know some of that is us. Just like after I publish a show, I always go on there and like just make sure it sounds pretty good, like over like the phone and stuff.
Yeah, especially with
I think there was one time where it was like, I don't know, it just downloaded. I think you would text me and said it was off or something. It
was just like clipping every few seconds.
Yeah, and when I was like editing the show, it didn't have anything to do with that. So I don't know. And once I just re-uploaded the same audio file and it fixed itself. So I have no idea what happened with that. But yeah, it's been pretty cool, man. Just watching all the statistics and all the countries and stuff like that. It's been pretty cool. So
yeah,
I definitely enjoy doing this every week and catching up with you. And yeah, it's been fun.
Talking games, talking about those games, man.
So yeah, we will see you guys next Sunday with some Ori talk.
Yes, some big time Ori talk, some BTO. Big time Ori coming in.
All right, guys. See y'all next week.
See you guys.